Let's watch this. Why Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast.
The Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for MrBeast brand. However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin by going over the drama before explaining exactly how this will.
Wait, didn't he tweet? I swear I saw a tweet or some shit like that. MrBeast tweeted, right? He didn't like this video or some shit like that. Look, the first thing I see on Twitter is, nah, SunnyV2 finna get canceled. That's the first thing I see, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He must have deleted the tweet. He must have deleted the tweet. I ain't gonna lie. I could have sworn I saw some where he disapproved of the video, but it's all good. Let's get back into it, man.
Impact the MrBeast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. So let's begin by going over the drama before explaining exactly how this will impact the MrBeast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential southern gun and truck loving dude, yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as, "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic.
Yo, mind you, chat, I don't know nothing about this whole situation, so I'm going in blind, bro. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what the whole drama is, like, at all. Apparently, Chris is going, he's transitioning. I don't know if this is cap or not, bro. Like, I don't know. So, hey, we're gonna see, bro.
Which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs, I had to prove I was myself because I, quote, look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see?"
Yo, that is a big difference right there. But I think, yeah, bro look high with a beard, bro. And here he looks like a demon right here. I ain't gonna lie. He look like he on go mode right here. And then here he just look nice as hell. Like he just look friendly, you know? Like 2 different versions of him. That's it's kind of weird.
See any resemblance, prompting replies such as, "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better."
Yo,
Yet his Twitter photos
that could be it. That could be it, bro. Hey, that's a good response, man. Like, come on, bro. It don't always have to be a negative. Like, he could be just bettering himself, bro. He look happier. He do.
Waiting that Chris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his MrBeast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore.
AYD don't get canceled now? Bro, how will I get canceled? Is this a touchy subject, bro? I'm just reacting to the video, man. Like, what? Apparently, Chris is going to the, like, hey, that don't affect me. I don't know what the issue is. I really don't know what the big deal is, bro. Talking about Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast. Like, what? Why? I guess he's going to explain it. All right, no more pausing. Let's get into it, man.
Chris's nails, Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating, "How did Chris go from this to this?" While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous, as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had even met. The true catalyst for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end. Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make—
Bro, what if he wanted to like leave his marriage, or like that was the catalyst for him becoming his true person, bro? You ever thought about that? Yo, some people like it's holding them back, or some people just want to change for the better, you know? I'm not saying for the better or for the worse, but like to please themselves, man. Hey, bro, I'm all for whatever makes you happy, bro. If he wants to put on nails and dress like a By all means, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Do your thing, bro. It's not hurting anybody. That's what I'm saying. How's it gonna hurt Mr. Beast? How's it gonna be a nightmare for Mr. Beast? It's not making sense.
Efforts to return to his former self. He'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this.
Okay, that is a big difference. I ain't gonna lie. That is a huge. But shit, man. Changes happen even in your late 20s. How old is he? I don't even know. Like late 20s, maybe.
Making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing gender.
Oh, so he's transitioning. So he's actually transitioning. Okay, if he's bro, it is what it is. What do I think about Chris? I don't know. I don't know anything about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not tapped in. This is me getting tapped in right now. I know nothing about these people that he's talking about right now. I just saw a tweet on Twitter and you guys told me to react to this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, bro. No, nah, you trying to not get canceled? Bro, what is what I'm saying right now, me avoiding getting canceled, bro? I don't like when people say, "Oh, you're trying to avoid something," bro. I just say it how it is. I say my opinion. I say for me, I will never cap on anything. If it gets me canceled, it gets me canceled. Listen, do you? If Chris wants to go out and wear and change his gender, let him do it. I'm not against transgenders at all, bro. I don't know what the whole hate is, bro. You know?
Genders. Chris would expand on this by stating,
you guys should adopt that mentality too, bro. I always want to promote, you know, positivity and shit. If it makes you happy, go do it, man. That's my motto, bro. Obviously, there's people who go against it, so maybe he's talking about those people, bro. But this is a touchy subject, man. SunnyV2 is he's really stretching it, man. This is a little bit too far, man. Gee.
Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies, which received a positive response from both Carl and MrBeast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to.
Damn.
Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times. Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker." Chris's response received some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life, as well as I adore that, I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria, yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone."
This is why I don't like Twitter. This is the exact reason I don't like Twitter. People are in everybody's business and they think they should have a say. It's sick, bro. Bro, he's acting like this is like the first trans I'm sure there's trans people with kids, bro, and I'm sure they'll have a nice happy life, bro. I'm sure it's not gonna affect them too tough, bro. Like, why are they bringing up irrelevant things such as that, bro? Like, it's sad, bro. It's really sad, man. It's kind of sad, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're depriving him of a father figure? Although Chris wasn't altered by these comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty in a new post reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself," which received praise from MrBeast as well as Nolan and
See, he left his marriage to then grow and be himself.
Marital. However, these comments also
Respect
added
it, bro.
extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. MrBeast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would state, I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life.
What is he ruining? Yo, these guys think, what is he ruining? And what does his life have anything to do with you? Bro said it in his own sentence, like his own. What does that his life have to do with you, bro? I don't know. Niggas on Twitter are just so nosy, bro. Stay off the app. It's toxic as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Only reason I have Twitter, bro, is because connections and, you know, I'm a social media. I had to have Twitter, bro. I'm on social media. I'm a social media person. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't, bro, I'd be ghost mode. On me, I'd be ghost mode, bro. Cause damn, I don't know how you guys do it, bro. Social media is toxic as hell. Look at this, bro. This is the most toxic video I probably ever watched on Sunny's channel. It's gotta be the most toxic, bro. What the hell?
Life. In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already
Finna go on Twitter and violate Donald Trump. See, this is what I'm saying, man. This is all Twitter is for. Violations. And it's just a violations cesspool, bro. Like, damn.
begun to change the dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent live stream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's
that boy
company.
go crazy was
Maybe
good.
everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my God, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave.
Yo, I think Jimmy, MrBeast, is such a good friend for sticking by his friend, bro. Through his transition and all that, man. That's a real one right there, though. I ain't gonna lie. You can't test his loyalty to his boys, you know what I'm saying? Or girls now, you know what I'm saying? But that was a joke. That was a joke, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Nah, he's for his boys. Okay. Yo, I don't know what to call. This is the whole thing. It's a sticky situation, bro. AYD, you really trying to get canceled this one. Yo, Cat, listen, everybody's saying it, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm giving my opinion and my opinion only. Okay? Like, bro, everybody's scared to get canceled, bro. I'm for my own opinion. I'm for the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm for the people. And if Chris wants to do his thing and transit, bro, let him do his thing. Everybody's so nosy in other people's business. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But hey, man, that's a whole nother topic for another day, man.
Be honest, be kind, Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt.
He said you don't have a pronoun
nice
yet?
shirt.
Okay.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
For the most part, the live stream was devoid of awkward
Yeah, that was
moments.
awkward as fuck,
However,
I can't
it would
lie.
act as fodder for another 100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place? Perhaps
Right.
the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current MrBeast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway.
Okay, so this whole video was clickbait, bro. He got it. Okay. You got it, Sonny. It was clickbait. Why Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast. Yeah, this was clickbait, bro. See, it's not gonna be an issue for MrBeast. He's MrBeast, bro. Alright, man. Clickbait.
And if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up my
So
views
you're
if
a
I got it,
Keemstar
bro.
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for MrBeast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may
Yeah, MrBeast is gonna end up dropping the views because yo, see, like statements like this doesn't make sense because why do you watch a MrBeast video for Chris? I'm sorry, bro, like, but who do you watch? Whose video is it? Please tell me whose video is it? Is it Chris's? Is it Mr. Chris? No, it's MrBeast, bro. Like it's not gonna do anything.
rather simply click on fewer MrBeast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create—
And facts, yo, even if it does lead to a drop in viewership, it's gonna be so minute. It's gonna be so minute. And the people who, bro, who cares if you don't watch it because there's a trans person and that's on you, bro. That's on you, man. Shit.
An even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris—
Yeah, but Chris being there might throw them off. Okay. If it throws you off, man, that's the risk he's willing to take. He's being a friend. He's sticking by his boy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. If you see a trans person in a video and that turns you off, you got to rethink your value,
I
bro.
would still watch MrBeast cause at the end of the day the vids mostly ain't even about Jimmy himself.
I'm saying.
seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
Yeah, he has. I don't know why he felt the need to make that video, but I get it. Hot topic, but it's not gonna lead to anything, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That title stirred up some shit. I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that title, what did he title it? Why Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast is wild. That's wild. That's a wild title. He got to get the bag. Hey, man. Any means possible. But at what cost? Amen. At what cost? At what cost?